Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is episode 90 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeup. Not oogie old, just not talked about old. And today's palette of choice is the ColourPop Smoke Show palette. They had to rename this Blow and Smoke, but I have the first version. And this is what the inside looks like. I thought with the new Natasha Denona palette out there and mine not picking it up, it might be a fun time to play with this again. So that is my plan. Obviously my face is done, which was a risky move if I'm going to be using such dark eyeshadows, but I busted out my shadow shields and I left them whole. So normally I cut one of these in half, straighten out the curved edge and use them as my shadow shields, but I'm going to keep it whole and put them under my eyes and keep my fingers and toes crossed that I don't get a boatload of black fallout under my eyes. So that's the plan. I don't have as much highlight on as I plan to because I figured I'd have to go in and touch it up anyway, and my blush is looking a bit strong, but again, no eye makeup. It's looking a little crazy, but it should tone down when the eyes are done. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully you're up for that. If you are and you're already subscribed, you know what to do. I'm not gonna nag you about it. Let's just get into this. Okay, these eyeshadow shields are humongous, look goofy, but it should make a difference. So I'm going to let's go with this kind of satin shade called Ignite. It's not really black, but it's, you know, dark and it's got some sparkle in it, but the sparkle will probably not adhere. Ooh, this is not the right brush. Darn. Okay. Now, the sparkle probably won't adhere. It usually doesn't when they add it to a matte shade. I heard it helps the mattes be a bit easier to blend, which I feel like makes sense, but who knows? So I'm just gonna use that and blend it through the majority of my transition area and outer corner of my eye. I'll probably use a slightly lighter gray. If I was gonna go for like a full-on intense black eye or eye look, I would normally go in with a base of browns to deepen up out here, or to blend the blacks into out here. But I think this is gonna work out. This is a really pretty shade, and I don't know what you can see, but I cannot see any sparkles at all. Can you do it? She's so little, I don't know if she can open the door. Oh, you can't see her. Puppers is ready to leave. Or you can just continue climbing. That's cute too. Yeah, oh, now Cat's in here. You guys better be nice. Cat, you made the choice to come in here. You did not have to. Good boy. Okay, I think that looks really nice. Let me do the other eye real quick. Okay, this is where we're at, and I kind of love it. That gray shade is so nice. It blended out really easy. Now I'm gonna go into the lightest like gray and just put a little of that along the edge and then in here as well. Just want to make sure everything is blended smoothly. gray can be kind of a weird shade to, you know, try to blend into your skin tone. But that first gray blended so nicely that I don't think this is going to be an issue at all. Okie dokie. So same brush. I've used the same brush for this whole thing. I'm going to go into the black, like the matte black, tap it off, and I'm just going to really focus that right out here. I think it's going to add a nice bit of depth, without making the look fully black. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I want. So far, I'm really, really happy. So we have basically 3 shimmer shades. They're all in the center right there. This silver is knock your socks off amazing. When I got the mini Xenon palette, I did a comparison and this silver was better than the Natasha Denona one. It was so good. I think we're gonna go with this one over the majority of the lid and then maybe a little of the silver on the inner. And I'm going to wet these in hopes of not getting any fallout. Wait, no, that was not the one I said I wanted. So Full Metal is the one I'm going with. It looks almost like a purpley gray. It's probably some kind of like duochrome-y type. If you're wondering if the red on my lids is from my blush, it is not. The last eyeshadow palette I used stained my lids a little bit, which happens. It's not a big deal for me. Most of the time I'm wearing makeup anyway, and if I'm not, well, then my lids are stained. That's very pretty. Really liking this. Now I'm going to go into the silver in the middle. And again, I'm going to wet my brush. And we'll just blend this into the very inner. Look at that. I mean, it is knock your socks off. Bright and shimmery. Or metallic, rather. It's not shimmery. What's the matter, puppers? All right, cleaning my brush off. I'm gonna go back into the darker shade and just blend over where the two meet. I'm gonna take my Rephr 13 mini in that light gray shade that we used to blend out, and I'm going to run that along the edge of the silver. I don't want like a super harsh line. I'm okay with there being like a definitive difference, but I don't want it to look like I applied the eyeshadow wet. And this is working out beautifully. All right, look at that. I'm gonna pop off camera real quick and do black liner, mascara, lashes, something probably the same matte shades on my lower lash line, and then I'll come back and show you the final look and we can wrap up episode 90. All right, I'm back and this is the finished look. Let me zoom you in for an up close of the eyes. And now I'll scoot you out and we can wrap this up. I don't know if you can tell by the ridiculous grinning, but I love this look. In fact, I love it so much, I'm gonna do another video, just a yammery one. This palette, still so good. If it's available and you were thinking maybe the new Natasha Denona was for you, but too much money, too big, too much multiple looking shades. This is so good. It's one of the only ColourPop palettes I have, and I just love it. Like I said, I did do a comparing this to the Mini Xenon when it was released, so that's on my YouTube channel. I would assume it would be under Natasha Denona playlist. And I did lose a fair amount of blush and whatever off of my face from the Shadow Shield, but I just booped back over with my blush brush and I think it's fine. So you'll have to let me know what you think of this look. Do you have this palette? Did you pick up the Natasha Denona one? Yeah, I just like chatting about makeups with you, so let me know what you think. Hopefully you like this video. 90 Throwback Thursdays we've done so far. Oh my gosh, it's amazing to think 90 weeks. Anyway, I hope that you like this. I hope you like all of these videos and that they remind you to bust out something in your collection you haven't used in a while. I always say this in the description box, but never think to say it in a video. So yeah, if you decide to get something out that is much older, let me know what it is and how you feel about it now. All right, hopefully you like this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.